Hello and welcome to Kakistocracy. My name is Chris Adams. I am here with Created to Kill, also known as Joseph P. Larkin. How are you doing today?
I'm fine. I'm okay. I can't complain.
Good. The reason why it feels weird is because I just saw you yesterday in
Mm-hmm.
an episode that will be going up on Patreon soon, which is a part one of a multi-part series
Mm-hmm.
on a deep dive into the documentary called "Sorry Not Sorry" by Louis C.K.
If
and
I
we
were if I were one of you and I was real industrious, I would join our Patreon, download all the videos, and just cut them all together in Premiere, and then post it on YouTube and get the ad revenue for yourself. Because we're not going to do that. But
yeah,
that's what you should do. That's what I
right.
would do if I were you.
Or make clips. I'm always like anyone that if you like something enough, make clips. That's actually a way to help promote us, other than just
Yeah, actually, I wish they would because I don't know what's funny.
yeah, I don't
You guys need to tell me what you think is funny, and then we'll just do that.
know.
I don't know
um,
what's funny.
well, I put on a clip today that did remarkably well on Facebook and YouTube. Uh, the
About the Velvet Underground.
no, not from our show, but like my stand up.
Uh,
Like
oh,
it,
okay. Well, that's even better.
yeah,
Good.
it got like 1,500 on Facebook and like another 1,000 or so on YouTube, which I was like, cool. I always just I'll throw them in randomly once in a while because like I'll have a joke that I'll probably never do anywhere
Hmm.
else because I just threw it out there and it worked. So I was like, cool. So yeah, if you like that, I had one dislike and I assumed it was from my brother. Uh,
It was from me, dude.
okay, cool.
You could do better. I was thinking when I was a teenager and I took the ACT, which is the SATs for retards in the South,
Mm,
and I got like a 21, which the most you can get is 32. So 21 is pretty good on your first try.
hmm.
And I told my friend, and he goes, "You could do better." I was like, "Who the fuck are you, my mom?" Because I don't know. It's still a funny anecdote to me because this guy I went to high school with was more interested in my ACT score than my father. He didn't fucking ask me
Right.
shit. He didn't care. And then
um,
I know actually it was a 22 I got out of 32. And then I took it a second time. It got a 22. So
so that's where you are.
yeah, I'm a slight overachiever, but too much of an underachiever to be an actual overachiever.
Right.
My favorite T-shirt when I was a kid, when I was in junior high, was a T-shirt that had Bart Simpson on it, and it said "Proud to be an underachiever." I guess I took it to heart because I was always this guy that I never studied for anything. I just didn't fucking care. It was such a waste of my time. I felt,
Right.
I felt that listening to Napalm Death and Killdozer was a more valid use of my time and youth than their fucking school books and their version of reality, which I found out was not even close to real reality. I mean, after 2020, after the pandemic, I'll never look at anything in the world the same way again. I'll be like, there was no pandemic 100 years ago either. They just fucking made it up. It's just fake. I
Right.
was when I went to the ATM today to get money. Excuse me, to buy money to take my money out to go buy drugs. I was stepped over one of those stickers that they put on the sidewalk that said keep your distance or something or 20 feet distance or whatever, so I peeled half of it off.
Hmm.
It's still there though. You never will never forget what you did to us, you fuckers. Anyone who bought into that, you're my fucking enemy. I lost so many friends over it. And like I'm gonna say this again because I don't know what it was like for everybody outside of California, but it was a total nightmare here. It was a total totalitarian nightmare. It was exactly what I moved to California to escape, I thought. Where I mean, because
Right.
I only wore the mask inside. And sometimes I would wear it when I was in the drive through because I felt sorry for the people that worked there that had to wear the mask. I guess I was doing it in solidarity. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Because I honestly, like, God, imagine be working the fry later wearing that fucking mask for 6 hours a day.
I
Fuck
know,
that
and
shit.
then the all the fumes are just trapped in there.
And the
You
sweat that you expelled from your body because it had toxins in it is now in your fucking mouth and face.
right.
It's no longer in your body; it's now in your fucking mouth.
Mm-hmm.
How could that be? How could that be safe? What? No one had any like critical thinking skills in that moment. How could that be safe? How could it be safe to wear a mask and have all that sweat and shit that your body was trying to expel just funnel back into your mouth? An open mouth, the place
Yeah.
where sickness always goes first.
That was
If it can't get into your eyes, it goes into your fucking mouth. I thought this was just common sense.
yeah, and that was it always confused me with what people did back then because now it's what 6 years ago almost, and people were so afraid of like all these videos they saw online of in China, what are people falling over? We don't know what that was.
We don't even know if it's just because they're a toxic hellhole too. They
Yeah,
could have just been smog that made them pass out.
right. Could have been anything, and then like everyone. Someone said this earlier on another podcast, but it's so true. Where you'd go into a restaurant and you'd have to wear it while you're going to your table, but as soon as you got to your table, you took it off, and you're like, "Wait, what? How does that even make any sense logically?" You go, "Are you a doctor?" I'm like, "I still have a brain." Like, I'm not a doctor, but I still go, "This doesn't make any sense." Like, germs, they're all around us. Couldn't they just easily get to you once you're at your table? Why does the table become the magical barrier? Why? Because you put some weird plexiglass dividers that don't even go all the way up. Oh yeah, that'll stop it.
And what if you got germs on either side of the plexiglass
Yeah,
when you're putting it up?
yeah,
Dude, it's a nightmare. But it was a total nightmare here because I would walk around outside without a mask because it didn't even make sense to me to wear a mask outside, and people would take
right.
my picture. There's pictures of me on the internet somewhere, just walking around wearing a mask. I mean, not wearing a mask. They thought I was an idiot because I wasn't wearing a mask. I remember
Right.
going because I went up a bunch of times during the pandemic. It's actually probably the highlight of my comedy career. It was awesome. None of the drunk retards that usually populate the comedy shows were there. People were actually paying attention to the comedy and listening and shit. They were excited to be there. They were excited to be out of the house.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of these things went down in the parks. This is why I tried to do that thing.
In the park.
Because they did do it during the pandemic, but I didn't think about it. It was like the reason why it was popular during the pandemic because there was literally nothing else to do and literally nowhere else to go. The second they reopened Knott's Berry Farm, people were like, "Fuck it, we're going over there." No more stand up outside. But trust me, doing stand up outside was super fun. I loved every second of it. It's great.
Right. Yeah.
Great.
I did like Bando's secret show or whatever his room was in Long Beach. Do you remember that?
Of course I do.
Yeah.
It was called
Therapeutic Noise or something.
Therapeutic Noise. Yeah, I have a video of myself there on
Yeah.
my Instagram if people want to see what it looked like. It was the exact same layout as Dangerfield's 3, which it was totally weird because I never had met him or nothing.
Yeah.
Totally random. Both of them were storefronts.
Yeah.
Both of them were long and narrow, which I think is a good comedy room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
No-
and it was
no
a great
distractions.
moment, but it obviously went away. I mean, I don't know how he afforded to do that. I didn't afford it for very long, but like I don't know how he.
No, and people were crazy, and they were like threatening to sue him for being open and stuff. These people, these liberals are psychopaths. They really are. Like they're the true fascists. People always say the liberals are the real racists. Like, no, dude, they're fascists. They're
Yeah.
way worse than just being a racist. They want to control all the races. They don't just want to discriminate against some of them. They want to discriminate against all of you.
Right. I don't know who said it. I think it was Asmongold. If you know who that is, he's like one of the top streamers on YouTube and Twitch. But he said they don't want to change. They don't want to end policing. They want to be the police, and like that's very true. They want to have control and then dictate what you can. And
I
can't
definitely
do.
want. Listen, I want faggots to have control over my life for sure, because I look at how they can not control their own lives and their own impulses. And I think that's what
Mm-hmm.
I should have in charge of me. Like these like Zionists. It's like, oh cool. Some faggot like Wub, who's too much of a pussy to use the fucking kung fu he trained to use in a fight with rednecks in a bar. He should
Mm-hmm.
definitely lead me. He should rule over me. This fag, this pussy fag. Should rule over me. Revenge of the Nerds should come to real life. That should happen for all of us. We should be led by the Revenge of the Nerds crew. Booger and Robert Carradine should be our masters. That's what Jews think. They're like, that's what Zionism is. The biggest nerds in your high school who everyone made fun of, they now police the entire world. They think.
They
Or they
think,
want to. They
uh,
will eventually. Whatever.
yeah.
My tax dollars keep them alive. They keep my tax dollars keep them in locks. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I am their slave. There's no fucking denying it.
Right.
I have to pay my taxes. What would happen? I know what would happen if I don't pay my taxes, and I'll get fucked, and my children will get fucked. They don't stop just at fucking you; they fuck your children too.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm talking literally here. They didn't literally fuck me, but they would if they could. They would have if they could have.
Yeah, they wanted that red beard action.
They sure do. Why wouldn't they? They makes them look less like stereotypical Jews, which is their fantasy. Their fantasy is to not be themselves. They want to rule over you. Okay, folks?
Mm-hmm.
So people that can't even grow blonde hair want to rule over you because they're jealous of you for growing blonde hair.
That explains why Hitler has the most specials out of anybody in the world.
They're
'Cause-
obsessed with this guy. Same with the fucking Trump. They're obsessed with this guy. You
Mhm.
love him. You love him. He's your daddy.
Mhm.
Who's your daddy? It's Trump and Hitler. Yeah, their obsession with Hitler. I love it because sometimes you hear lies where they'll be like, Trump was actually a Jew. And it's like, I know he wasn't a Jew because they won't stop talking about this fucking guy. They won't let him go. they're our actual controlled opposition. They stop talking about because they want you to forget that they were controlled opposition. They never stop talking about Hitler. They never let this go. I want to die. Same with Jesus Christ is how I know he was a real person who did real things because they will not let it go. You crucified him. Shut up. Shut up about it already. You killed him. You killed him in the most egregious way possible. And I'm still hearing about this shit 2,000 years later. Shut up. 2,026 years later, you're still crying over this fucking guy.
Right.
You insecure, mealy mouth nerds, you Woody Allen looking motherfuckers. Woody Allen should be in charge of the whole world. They think this.
Mm-hmm.
You think I'm joking? I use Woody Allen as an example because he is the most stereotypical nerdy ass Jew.
Mm-hmm.
So mad that white girls ignored him in high school. What's going on with you, Diane Keaton? What were you thinking? You're a beautiful woman. What were you thinking?
Right.
No, that's why I didn't mourn your death, to be honest with you, Diane Keaton. I was like, yeah, fuck you. I'm just glad you didn't procreate with him so that your children didn't get molested by him.
Right. Well, one of those kids is like very into ending his career and stuff, trying to tell the truth about him.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, Roman or something.
Yeah, something. I forget. He became like a investigative journalist or author.
Well, yeah. Listen, man, if someone molested my sister, I would have an axe to grind forever, for sure.
Yeah.
If I found out about it,
Yeah.
Good for him, man. Good for him. Yeah, and you're right. He was always he was the guy that leaked the story originally and did interviews about it because Mia Farrow didn't do shit. Mia Farrow is not a good mom, I don't think.
I mean, I don't know, maybe, but
dude, they named one of their kids Satchel. These are just bad parents, dude. Okay, first of all, best case scenario, you named your kid after a backpack, but I know what Satchel means. It's a fucking Negro ball player. You named your son after a Negro. I see these weird fucking Jews obsessed with blacks. Yeah. Sorry. And I'm so sorry for these.
No, not you. Them.
See, this is why
they're
blacks
fighting like crazy.
I can hear, dude. Trust me, I can hear it. Actually, it sounds like someone's getting hit in the face with a box or something. But yeah, no, I love it. Their obsession with blacks and putting blacks in everything and stealing their music over and over. Okay,
Well, that wasn't.
we stole early rock and roll from the blacks. Not enough. It's not still not enough. Let's steal now rap from them. NWA. Let's steal their publishing too. I mean, listen, if there's a plot line about you on The Sopranos, you done fucked up. Okay.
Right. The Sopranos was interesting because it was both. I would say it was both. It attacked everybody kinda in a way.
Totally did. Yeah, it's epic satire.
Mhm.
Dude, everyone gets it. That's what I love about it. And there's so much stuff, if you're not Catholic, you don't get these jokes. But they're funny as fuck. Because the clergymen and the nuns, they come over to your fucking house and eat your food and shit. They have no life at all. They're moochers. And I love the fact that The Sopranos calls them out for being the fucking moochers they are. That's actually my favorite subplot of The Sopranos, is the priest and Carmela hanging out all the time in the first season, and then having a falling out later when she realizes he's just a moocher. Because it just feels so fucking real. Oh, Father Hall, you're getting too skinny. Come over and eat. But they're also using Father Hall. That's the other part I like, and they also explore this on The Sopranos, because he's using them for friendship and companionship and free food, and they're using him for spirituality. He doesn't want to fucking pray with you on his day off. Fuck you. That's his job. I think people don't realize that. It's like, yeah, he's a spiritual guy, but it's also his fucking job. Like, God gave him a day off, man. One day a week, everyone got the day off, and you're talking to him on it and praying. Jerks.
Yep.
Why don't people leave God alone on the Sabbath? What the fuck is going on? Why are we going to church on the Sabbath? Leave this fucking guy alone.
It's his day of rest.
That's what I thought. I mean, maybe someone. I wish someone would correct me in our comments, by the way. No one ever does, but I misspeak so many times that I correct myself in the comments sometimes. And I'll be like, no, that happened at Easter, not Thanksgiving. Sorry, guys. I was stoned during the taping, and I just said the wrong thing.
Well, yeah. Well, I don't think people know you personally, so they didn't know the story. But
oh yeah, this is so funny too. Yeah, I could just skate by because no one could prove I lied or told the truth regardless. But of course, I get tortured about this, and I just think about it all day. Be like lying in bed like 4 a.m. Oh man, I need to go make a comment on the YouTube real quick.
Speaking of Sopranos, real quick, I wanted to play this short clip.
Everybody knows the big guys handle security, and the Jews watch the money.
Let's not stereotype people. Let's not get it.
Oh, I'm sorry, sweetheart. I didn't know you were one of the chosen people.
I'm not, but you can't say stuff like that.
Just did.
Anyway.
I love that the only funny comedy nowadays is just people show you clips of TV from 25 years ago when comedy was still funny. But yeah, no, this is a great example of good comedy, because we all know Tony Soprano's a racist guy. So when he says that stuff, we know it's a joke. We know we're making fun of Tony Soprano and not the Jews.
Right.
See, this actually is a masterclass in a good joke, and in writing and performing a good joke. And by the way, Tina Fey is not Jewish. That's also a funny little aside that he calls her one of the chosen ones, because I'm 95% certain she grew up Catholic. So she's not she's actually Tony Soprano's religion. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, maybe not Italian,
but Catholic. I mean, most Italians are Catholic.
Yeah.
Although I think that there's a lot of Jewish people in Italy too. So there you go. Another little layer of irony. You're not even allowed to have jokes like this anymore. You're just not even allowed to explore the subject matter enough to have layers of irony. You know what I mean? It's really frustrating. It sucks. I hate that comedy's been dumbed down to the point that it has been dumbed down to right now. It's really lame. It's so gay.
It's to the point where it makes me not sad, but just disappointed. Where
it makes me sad. It makes me super sad. Because this is like, it was the last bastion of free speech for a long ass time. Because even like punk rock got commodified a long time ago too. You can't say anything. In fact, I'm really bummed because like I get into these like noise rock and punk rock groups on Facebook and Reddit so that I can avoid hearing about the news. I want to hear about shit that happened 40 years ago.
Right.
I'm serious. I want to see an old YouTube video from 40 years ago that I haven't seen. I'm not interested in fucking seeing what that guy's take on Trump is today. I don't give a fucking damn. I'm annoyed. Like, that's so annoying. So much of the content I see coming from our comedic peers because of this ICE stuff is just lame.
Right.
They're not making fun of anything. They're just being soapboxers. I guess that's why I was ranting about the COVID stuff. It's the same thing. It's the same people that were doing it. Like, I could never look certain people in the eyes again after that COVID stuff. So I was like, dude, you were telling me that you thought I should go to jail for not getting vaccinated. That's insane. Like, you're not my friend. I know that now for sure, but you're definitely an enemy. You're a potential threat. You wanted me to go to jail for exercising my freedoms, my own actual freedoms that are in the Constitution. What are you talking about?
Speaking of comedians or comedy today and ICE, no one will know who this is, but we do. There he is. There he is.
Uncle Fester.
Uncle Fester of comedy, the old Richie the C, the kaboom.
He can't organize a protest, can't organize an open mic. It's almost... Dude, his open mics are more effective. More people show up to this guy's open mic than go to his protest. But what's even the point of this? They're just being annoying. I find this annoying. Like, these people driving right now, they're going to work or they're going to go pick up their kid. They're doing something they don't want to do. I can guarantee it. And you're just yelling at them and making noise while they're already doing something they hate doing. Like, how is that protest going to be effective? What are you thinking? What are you doing? I don't know. I wish that we were more political so we could show them how it's done. Like, you can shoehorn your politics. In fact, when I was talking to the weed dispensary guy, he brought up The Daily Show, which was a great example because it was funny back in the day. It wasn't so politically motivated. They weren't trying to change the results in an election. They were just trying to make fun of the election.
Yeah. When it was who was the guy before Jon Stewart? Was it
Craig Kilborn.
Yeah, he was great.
Craig Kilborn was awesome, and also they had way better what were they called, correspondents? Like, they had Beth Littleford, who was really funny. They had A. Whitney Brown was one of the fucking correspondents. He's from way back in the day from the Saturday Night Live. So yeah, it was a legit fucking comedy program. And I really enjoyed like the 5 questions at the end, where he got to be really obtuse and surreal with the humor. It was great. And then that was the first thing that Jon Stewart took away when he got on. I remember it because he did it 1 week and then he said, "I'll never do it again." And that's a shame because that was the best part of the show. They were totally making fun of celebrity interviews and stuff. Right. It was awesome.
Did he keep the moment of Zen? I don't remember if he did.
He kept the moment of Zen for a little while, but that's another great bit. That's the bit. The original Daily Show was created by a woman named Liz Winstead. She's a lesbian. She's really funny. I really liked her. I had a big crush on her when I was younger, which probably says a lot about me, actually. But she was very key. Even though she's super political, it was important to her that it be more of a satire of the nightly news and not a satire of, or not just an exploration of the news. Because people were getting their news from the Daily Show. When Jon Stewart took it, this is terrifying.
Yeah.
They watched that instead of the news. In fact, it came on at the same time as the news. I don't know. It's all weird. And like the Colbert Report was pretty funny, but then he just took it too far when he went to his own hour show. Well, I don't even know. They just basically go, I'm in the place to be propagandized now, so I better do it. Because Stephen Colbert never did shit like that on Comedy Central when he was a nobody.
He was way smarter about how he made fun of people. He he appeared. I mean, the joke was that he was on the far right, but he wasn't.
Mhm.
That was the joke, and so he could mock them really well, pretending to be from their side, and they knew he
Mhm.
wasn't. They knew the deal. They knew that he was mocking them, but that
Yeah,
back
that's such a great point. I forgot he used to interview
all the time.
Republican politicians.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it would show that they were cool and they were in on the joke. That's the same reason why Democrats would go on the Daily Show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. And so, yeah, they would go on and like he'd be making fun of him, but they would also kind of make fun of him in a way, you know. And so it was like it was, even though we were divided just as much as we are now, it felt like people could still take jabs and they didn't take everything so seriously. So that's why, like, when comics, I see them doing stuff like that protest or something, I'm just like, what are you doing? You're not doing anything. No,
Well, yeah, they are. They're promoting themselves and showing everyone what a good person they are.
oh, okay.
Hey, everybody! I'm here. I'm here to protest. I like black people. I've got black friends. As if that's impressive.
Yeah.
Everyone has black friends. What are you talking about? Black people are super friendly when you come at them with the right attitude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Everyone has black friends. That I think that's an achievement, though. Look, I'm the white guy who has a black friend.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't have a real black friend. They don't have a black thug friend. They don't have a friend that, like a black friend that lives in New Orleans or some shit. They don't have like a real black guy for a friend.
No.
A black guy would never be your friend.
They have their friends kind of remind me of this family.
Look at that. That is crazy.
And there's even a trailer with 2 kids in the back.
I know, right? What the F?
Right. I agree with that caption. I don't. Whoever they are, I don't like them.
Yeah, they're even indoctrinating a baby into their lifestyle.
Yeah.
That's like, yeah. I'm going to say that you shouldn't be allowed to adopt children if you're gay or you ride bicycles, which also means you're probably gay.
Yeah. It's just like, I mean, I guess I don't know why they do it, but yeah, there's just something
They're so fucking annoying. Do they not know how uncool that is? I really am shocked by it. Like, do they not know how fucking uncool that is? That everywhere they go, people look at him and sneer and go, ugh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Man, if Louis C.K. really does have a humiliation fetish, he should just start cycling. Then he'll get to hear people calling him a fuck face all day. Hey, you faggot, get the fuck out of here.
Right.
Oh, yes. Oh. He's like trying to ride his bike and jack off at the same time.
Yeah.
He has an open micer sitting in the basket.
Oh,
Look
dude.
at it.
To hear more about that, go to the Patreon.
Dude, but the way he shows that he's jerking off, it's like this. Like, if it was me, I'd be like, yes, I was jerking off the other day.
Yeah.
or when you see it in porn when they do this, I'd be like, yeah, I was jerking off the other day.
That just looks like you're wringing out a sponge.
In a way, I am.
A cum sponge.
I love sponge.
A love sponge.
Bubba the love sponge.
Yeah. Oh, there he goes. Ah,
There you
good.
go.
I like it when they get up there.
Yeah, it's fun. I like it when they do things that I think they should be doing. Sleeping in the cat tree, exploring the garage. That always makes me laugh. They're like, they walk around there like it's Alien or something like that. What is this? What is there's an empty box over here?
Well, I kind of think that they're like, I was watching that BBC thing you were watching, probably the same one about cats that came out.
BBC Two. This is the BBC One. I don't have my TV license, so I can't watch any of it. Sorry.
No, it was on YouTube though. I think we were probably watching the same thing about cats, the history of cats.
I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but I can tell you my cat loved it. Whatever it was, my cat loved it. Like when I watch a video of like AC/DC performing live and I pretend I'm playing guitar, that's what the cat was doing. It's like, yeah, I'm out there stalking a bird. That's me stalking a lion over there right now. Well, I should explain that we were talking earlier that my cat was watching. My cat would only watch. One cat watches TV if there's otters on the screen, and I found a channel on YouTube where it's just an otter. The otter's playing, which my cat just loves. But then the other cat will watch one if it just looks like a bigger version of him. You just pretend that he's the guy that's getting, to stalk a bird or whatever. I mean, I feel a house cat's life seems very comfortable, but also frustrating because we are taking care of them, which is obviously good. That's cool. But they are insatiable killing machines. Like all they want to do is kill all fucking day. It's all they fucking think about. I always think about this stuff too, because like I know I've never had rats in my house because I would you'd know, we'd all know there'd be rats everywhere. The cats would kill them like crazy.
Oh yeah. It's probably their best day.
I was just gonna say, I feel bad that they don't have rats to kill. There's no bugs to kill. They need to have something to kill. That's just they're been programmed by God to do. You know.
Mm-hmm. Well, there might have been a bug or two in here, so I'm sure that they went ham on it. Like I saw a grasshopper the other day, so they probably went.
Yeah, this bothers me because they kill crickets, and it's like, no, crickets are your friends. They don't do anything. They won't. They're pretty smart. They don't fuck with spiders. You shouldn't fuck with spiders because spiders eat ticks. They eat all the actual bad bugs. But spiders don't want to fuck with us. They don't bite us. In fact, I was just thinking. I think the reason I have spiders is because like if you get fruit flies, the spider can set up its nest right by your trash can or whatever and just eat, just feast. It's like a spider buffet. Of fruit flies.
Well, I always take out my trash too quickly for fruit flies to come in here, but
you don't live next door to Indians. I actually have no problem acquiring certain bugs, like flies, and all of a sudden, flies are the perfect thing for cats actually because they don't die for a long time without eating. They just fly back and forth from window to window trying to open it, and so the cats love it. They finally get to kill it after like 2 days of chasing it because it's finally gets worn down enough.
Yeah. But I was gonna say I watched this documentary on cats, and they're in a weird position where they're both prey and predator. So they're prey for bigger animals, but
dude, eagles will kill them.
Tiny things like you were talking about flies and things.
All kinds of stuff: flies, bugs, rats, and some mice. But also, I like what you said because, like, dude. A hawk will just come down from the sky and steal them.
Yeah.
That's fun. I love the majesty of God's creation.
Right. Well, everything is...
You could be just the right size to get torn from the ground and taken into the sky. What a way to go. You're just lollygagging along, no big deal. Hey, maybe I'll go home and play with myself. Who knows? If you're Louis C.K., you're like, hey, look at that girl over there. I might play with myself in front of her. And then you just get snatched up. And now all of a sudden you're in the sky in something's mouth.
Yeah.
Fuck. Now what?
Mm-hmm.
That sucks.
Yeah.
What a nightmare. I'm glad we evolved out of that. I'm glad we don't have to be. I'm glad we're the apex predator on this planet where we even kill sharks and shit. Like we kill the other apex predators with ease.
Right. We become alpha males, if you will. And speaking of that, I have that video you sent a while back.
You don't fucking deserve to be here. Fucking quit. You piece of shit. I want to be a better man. I want to be a better husband. I want to be a better father. I want to be a better, you fucking whiny piece of shit. None of you deserve to be here. Back. You better move with a fucking purpose. Belly. Feet. Back.
Yeah. Well.
Belly. I want.
That's so loud. It's hurting my ears. I guess
sorry.
I guess I need to go do push-ups with the sledgehammer because
Yeah.
I'm not man enough to watch that video.
So I didn't realize he was. Oh, he was. His mic was peaking. I'll edit it when we actually it goes to air. But
Yeah, dude, he was peaking.
yeah, he was on all that tea and stuff. But he, I like what you wrote about that on Twitter. You were like, that's not alpha male. That's just
That's outrageous, and there's no alpha male activity anywhere there. It's not alpha male to scam another man. That's first and foremost.
yeah.
Secondly, like, how gay are you? These dudes have that humiliation fetish I kept talking about on the other video for Patreon, where I think that they get off on hearing the guy yell at them. I don't know. Maybe they saw that scene of Full Metal Jacket and got hard. Where the guy gets called Private Pile. But I mean, the rest of us were like, this is horrible. I wouldn't want to be in that position ever. These other guys are like, no, I want to pay. I want to pay to do that.
I know. And they pay thousands, not just like, it's not like a couple $100. It's like thousands to do that.
It's outrageous. Here, here's my class, my alpha male class. Just go out and go outside every day and pick a fight with a random homeless guy. All right, that's it. If you could beat up enough of them, you're an alpha male. If you're alpha male enough to be homeless, then you're an alpha male. What an outrageous. I don't know. This world is just lost. Just go collect toys, dude. Don't worry about being an alpha male. I mean, I agree that you can get laid and stuff if you fix your clothing and get fit.
Yeah,
I know for a fact you can get laid off of that. But yeah, that's where you should stop. Everything else is gay. Like you just do stuff enough to get laid and impress some dumb woman somewhere, and then that's it. You don't need to do any more. All the rest of that is just gay.
Yeah.
I just don't even understand that. Like these guys are outside together with their shirts off. It's just gay to me. I don't know. I don't take my shirt off in front of anybody.
Right. You know what I did?
What's going on with these dudes?
Yeah. You know what I did the other day to practice a skill? I think we didn't talk about it on the show, but I went to a bar and then I just struck up a conversation with the woman next to me. And I did it I wasn't trying to get laid. I wanted to practice just starting a cold conversation with somebody. And she was reading a book. So I was like, oh, what book are you reading? And then it ended up being about menstrual cycles, I guess. But that's what she told me. And then and I think you were the one that you were like, was she trying to just blow you off? And I was like, no, yeah. She was really excited to tell me more about menstrual cycles.
I mean, I believe that too, though. I believe both the scenarios are possible because women think that their interests are interesting to us, which is not at all true.
Yeah. When she said it, I was just like, oh, it's one of these. That was my first thought. I was like, oh, okay, I know what you are. But I still talked to her because I was like, I'm just going to keep going just to practice being in a conversation I have no interest in. That's another skill you got to learn how to do. And so,
wow, yeah, I can say that you should definitely learn that skill. You'll be in a lot of conversations in your life that are so boring that you'll be like, I'm dying inside. You can't tell.
But I held my own. I mean, we had a good conversation for a little bit, and then I left because I was done drinking, and then I ended my thing with her by saying, "Hey, have a good night." Oh, wait, no, have a good cycle. And I just bowed out, tipped my hat,
tipped your fedora.
Yeah, ma'am, that meme.
I put on my trench coat and left.
No, I just did it to be cheeky because I was just like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's a better move than asking for their number or something. Fuck them. Yeah. I've always made them work for it. I always make them grovel. There's no reward when you get me. You groveled for nothing.
Yeah, but like you said, it's better than paying money for that class that we saw. Is like go take walks and stuff. Try and stay in some form of shape, or get in whatever better shape is. Right. I know I need to start exercising more. Like maybe start running again. Like get in a better shape, and then you'll feel better, and then you just start talking to random people all the time. I forget who said this, but lay 5 bricks a day. What that means is, that doesn't mean like getting numbers. That just means talking to 5 different random women every day until you're just so used to doing it, you could just talk about nothing, and you're just good at conversating, and that alone can get you eventually either laid or a girlfriend if that's what you're looking for, whatever you're looking for. There's no secret to this. You just gotta get out and do it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You have to make the effort. No one's gonna help you. No one's
Right.
They're not gonna help you.
No.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, even just reading a book about menstruation in public, that's a shit test.
Right.
What man has the balls to talk to me about this book? Who will approach me?
Yeah, what I said to her was like, "Oh yeah, I know what that is. I have a sister, I have a mother," and I just kept going with it. And I was like, she was like, "Oh, there's 4 different cycles for women." I'm like, "Oh, like the moon, you know, just whatever I could." No thoughts, no like thinking about what I was gonna say. Just say whatever comes to my mind because I'm not interested. So
well, she's not thinking either. You need to get into her headspace.
yeah,
I mean, dude, like, listen, if you want to talk to guys, bring a book to the bar about menstruation. That's why I wouldn't bring a book about being I don't know. Dude, the world is so different now. I was about to say I wouldn't bring a book about serial killers, but actually that would get a girl to talk to you in a heartbeat.
and yeah, in this day and age,
it's always been like this. I was just thinking about this because my mom collected these books way back before it was popular. Probably when it first started being popular in the 80s.
Oh, okay.
And then when I was a kid, when I was in junior high, I lent a copy. I didn't understand girls at all. I mean, if I knew then what I know now. But I had a book that I read. I loved it. It was called The Encyclopedia of Serial Killers. I was in the 8th grade. And it was just in alphabetical order, all these famous serial killers and their story. And I love this book. It had all the famous ones, right? All the ones that you would have heard on TV. And then this girl that sat next to me in typing class, this is like, they should teach you typing if they don't. If you're a young person, that's actually a good skill to learn. I still didn't learn it.
I learned it.
But anyway, well, I did, and I'm terrible at typing. So anyway, I wish I had learned it. That's what I'm saying. So she saw me reading that book, and she's like, I want to borrow that book. Can I borrow that book? And then she took it, and then she gave me a book. She said she lost it. She probably just kept it because she's a serial killer. Women are serial killers. They'll keep your shit as a trophy, like a psycho would with a severed head. That's how girls are with your property. I've had multiple girls steal books from me, and of course it bothers me because I want to read that, bitch. There's a reason I bought it instead of getting it from the library. I wanted to read it more than once, probably. Yeah. But anyway, so she gave me the second version, volume 2, and it was cool to read because it was a new book on serial killers, and I'd never heard of these guys, but there were none of the famous guys in there. And so I was mad. I didn't understand that what she was trying to do is get a relationship started. She's like, you like serial killers, and here's the new one. We could talk about the new one, and then we could talk about another book after that, and then be boyfriend, girlfriend. This girl was so desperate that she sent my neighbor from across the street over to my house to say I should ask her out on a date, and I still didn't do it. Like,
whoa.
Guys are just dumb. I mean, I'm dumb, but guys in general are just dumb. I wish women understood this. She had no idea, and she just never spoke to me again after that, which I understand now. She was embarrassed. Like, fuck, how humiliating. But for a teenage girl to have a guy get told to explicitly ask you out, and you just didn't, that just feels like the most worst rejection of her life, I'm sure.
At that time, yeah, probably not anymore. Like, she probably forgot about it later, or maybe she's still thinking.
Nah,
about
she
it.
probably still she thinks about it every day, like I do. We both think about it all the time. No, I saw her at the mall like 10 years later, and she had 3 kids already. So I was like, all right, well, she's fine.
Yeah.
She just never left Slidell, Louisiana, so she was definitely not the girl for me. Ultimately,
right.
I did. I left.
Yeah.
So fuck you, bitch. I left.
Yeah. Well, I had so many of those moments in high school and where you just go, oh, that's what I was supposed to do. And it wasn't until later in life when you or maybe you're like me, where I was a little bit more of a late bloomer, where I learned how to be approachable and amicable, like um, just talk to people randomly. Like that didn't happen for me until after I started doing comedy.
Mm-hmm.
After that, I can talk to most people about anything because like I read books and not just about menstruation. So like I have a pretty wide uh, zone of interest that I like. Like I like history and uh, um, like I got a book that's coming tomorrow called the how Prohibition made the mafia. So I'm gonna be reading that, and I'm excited to figure that out.
Hey,
And
that's another example of women causing trouble when they get political power. Women
Mhm.
wanted to ban alcohol, which then created the underworld. It's
Yes.
not just the Irish mob, the Jewish mob, and the Italian mob. All of them came from bootlegging
Hmm.
alcohol. I mean,
Yeah, that's how they came to power, basically. Because before that, there were just a bunch of different um, gangs, and didn't really have that much organization. Yes, there was the Black Hand or whatever from Sicily, but it wasn't as big until Prohibition came in, and they were like, oh, we can make real money. And it wasn't just Capone; it was also in New York. The five families in New York, they formed the commission because before that they would always battle to try and be the boss of the bosses, and
mhm.
then I think it was Luciano. I want to say it was Luciano was like, no, we need to make this where we split it among five different families, so that there's five different families that we all have to go to this commission, and then we talk about what's to be done if like there's hits and stuff. Of course, it didn't actually work out that way. They would just kill each other through. They would hire some like thug guy to kill the boss that you're not supposed to kill, and they're like, I don't know how he died, you know. So even their organization kind of was bullshit, but it did keep peace for the most part in New York, uh, where they where like this is your territory, you handle this. This is his territory, he handles this, and we don't battle because that brings the cops. That was the whole point. Their whole thing wasn't to be good guys, like in The Godfather. That's not how it worked. Their whole thing was just divide up the territories, divide up the businesses, so that there was less fighting, so that the cops would not be less likely to look into you. That's the whole secret of the whole thing. Like they weren't honorable. They weren't like about respect. That's all Hollywood bullshit. Because The Godfather, the mafia had a very huge presence in making sure that they weren't even allowed to say the word mafia in The Godfather because of the mafia. I forget which. It was the one that had the Italian League. The guy that got killed in is it Colombo? I forget his name, but whatever boss it was, Jimmy Hoffa, like that whole thing. He was part of that, but whatever boss it was, was he looked over The Godfather. He had his associates there on set. They ran the Teamsters union, and they ran the trucking. And so if you wanted to get like props and stuff to the sets, you had to go through the mob, and the mob was looking over the director and the script writers like, hey, don't use the word mafia. We need to look a certain way, right? And so I think it wasn't until like Goodfellas and like Scorsese later where he was able to kind of tell a more realistic story of how the mob is, where they're just conniving and they'll just kill you for no reason. Like it's not like honorable. It's just like, hey, like in Goodfellas, Robert De Niro's character, it's not, he doesn't kill people because, well, they did fuck up in the movie, but he really just didn't want to pay him. So he just used any excuse just to murder these people so they didn't have to pay him the millions of dollars they owed. That's the real mob, you know?
Yeah, that doesn't sound very glamorous at all.
Yeah. No, they were just a bunch of thugs. They're mostly thieves. That's mostly what they were. And I think The Sopranos kind of helped the reality show the reality also, specifically in that scene with the guy that who's the guy that was the T-1000 in Terminator 2? What was the actor's name?
Robert Patrick.
Robert Patrick. In Sopranos, he plays that business owner of like a sporting goods store.
Yeah.
And
Scantina or Santina. Scantina.
yeah, and he just gets into more and more gambling debt. And then he asks Tony to borrow money, and Tony's like, "Don't you go to this one game at this one time?" Now, Tony, it looks like he's telling him not to go, but what he's really telling him is definitely go to this game so that you can be into us for more money, so that we can just scam your business with insurance fraud, and then just take it over. You know?
Yeah, he has he almost has a moral quandary there, where he realizes that he could very easily squeeze this guy's business, but he is friends with his daughter.
Right.
So it would be awkward. And so, of course, he still just goes ahead and squeezes him, despite the fact that he ruins the friendship between his daughter and the guy's son. Yeah, I love that. That's actually the best storyline for illustrating how those people really are. They're just sharks.
Yes.
Once they smell blood in the water, they just can't help themselves. They got to fucking eat it.
Yeah, because it's to them. It's just, how can I get paid? How can I? Because they got to kick up money every month or whatever to their guys. I'm sure. Even if you're a boss, there's probably someone higher still. You got to kick up to.
You know, we were talking about this, but I want to talk about it too. Like when you rewatch the series, Tony Soprano is the villain. He's the bad guy of the series because every step of the way he fucks up and does the wrong thing, but also the people who have beef with him are completely in the right and he's in the wrong. Like Richie and Ralphie explicitly, they were there to make money and they were good earners and they were old school. And Feach, and he fucked over every single one of them just because he had a personal issue with them. It's just pathetic and gay, and that's not good business. He's a terrible businessman. He's the worst character in the whole fucking show, and he's the guy that we're supposed to root for.
But he was the most likable in a way. Look, well, here's what they did. They had so much humor in that show that you kind of forgot about how bad he was, because it was just so funny all throughout that you're like, whatever. Like, he's hilarious.
Dude, he's a bad person. He sabotages his own son. Like he'll say things like, you want me to get a vasectomy when this is my heir in front of his son. Like, that's insane. You can't say stuff like that. And he says it so casually, like it's just not a big deal that he said this evil shit. He's exactly like his mother and has no fucking clue. And by the way, Carmela is exactly like his mother too, and he doesn't notice that either. He was like, my mom's not controlling me enough. I need another woman here barking in my ear. And she does bark in his ear throughout the whole series about the most mundane shit that she could do herself. Tony, didn't you say you were going to have him look at the door? The lock keeps sticking. Bitch, you don't have a job. Why don't you do that while you're sitting here at home?
Right.
But she was too busy hiring her friends so that she could do this to them. You know?
That was another great storyline.
I love that. Yeah. And then when the woman gets her feelings hurt, she's like, I could have had Tony if I wanted him, but I just had him for the summer. He was only good enough for the summer. Oh, by the way, did you notice my husband already owns his own restaurant? He's the head chef.
Legitimately.
Yeah. I mean, Artie, in my mind, is actually the hero of that whole series, because he's the only one who never strays from his actual beliefs. He's tempted. He's tempted all the time in the series, but at the end of the day, he just wants to be a cook that makes good food for the community. He's the only respectable character in the whole fucking series. And he's also the most relatable because, like, we don't know what it's like to just be like, hey, I want to fuck that waitress. Tony can make it happen either through charisma or just straight up saying, I have $500 in my pocket. Do you want to fuck in the bathroom? Right. That's something that Artie will never have the chutzpah to do that or the money to do that. I don't know.
Because he's a small business owner, so he has that restaurant and it's doing okay. But in the beginning, that restaurant's like when the fire happens, he was like, it was just about to. People were just starting to like it, Like he was. He's always kind of behind
He's
the
on-
8 ball a bit.
Yeah, he's on the cusp of great things, but
Yeah.
then his best friend Tony completely makes it impossible for him to go over that hump. And even his wife says that. She's like, "You have these mobsters here all the time. Normal people don't want to eat here. Like, when you have these mobsters here and they don't pay their bills." That's
Right.
again, it's another great example of what the person that Tony really is. We're not supposed to look up to him. We're not supposed to idolize him. He's even mean to his childhood best friend. He was trying to fuck his childhood best friend's wife at certain times in the series. Just the evil. And he did fuck his childhood best friend's wife in their childhood. Yeah, like he's just evil. Man, that prequel sucked so hard because it had so much potential. Because all you had to do was show us Artie as a young man, Tony B as a young man, Feach as a young man, and Ralphie as a young man, and you have a kick-ass movie. You have the core group of friends that we never saw together on the actual series. We always just hear them talking about what they used to do back in the day together. Now we had this opportunity. We still have this opportunity, by the way, because the kid is still young. You could still make a fucking movie. The only good things about the movie were Tony Soprano and the mom. Those were the only two good casting choices. The rest was just shit. The rest of it was shit. I told you this, but I think I'm gonna tell the listeners that when I saw The Many Saints of Newark in the theater, after the movie ended, this boomer stood up and this lady stood up in the middle of the theater and goes, "Hey, that sucked, right? Am I right? It sucked." She like freaked out on everybody. But yeah, we were all pissed. We were like, "God damn it, motherfucker." We were looking forward to this so much because everyone wanted to see what Dickie's character would be like. Everyone wanted, because we'd heard about him so many times on the series. And they really just ripped it up. They just ripped us off. But what people don't know is that David Chase's wife was sick. So he just took the money for that. I don't think he had anything to do with the actual making of the movie. And I think you can tell that he didn't have very much to do with it. He's a little busy at the time.
Yeah. Just I never saw it, and because I just already heard it was just so bad.
It's rough, yeah. I mean, you should watch it anyway. I've watched it like 5 times because I'm just trying to figure it out. Like, so it's like whenever I see something that is so bad that I can't believe how bad it is, I watch it multiple times and try to like to pick through it. Like, what went wrong here? But it really just comes down to the fact that David Chase didn't have quality control. It should have been a TV series, honestly. There was a lot of interesting ideas. They just they tried to shove him into a 2-hour movie, which David Chase doesn't understand. He's never going to be a movie maker. He's a TV guy. It's okay. Being the best TV guy is better than being the worst filmmaker. Okay, bro?
Yeah.
Because he had a movie that was called Not Fade Away, which Gandolfini is in as the father, which had the potential to be so great, but it's only 2 hours long, and it should have been a TV series. He had too much story to put into that 2 hours, to the point where Gandolfini gets diagnosed with cancer, terminal cancer, and then we just never see him again for the rest of the movie. It's like, what about the fucking guy? The fucking star of the movie got cancer, and he's just not in the last half hour. What the fuck happened? Did he die? Did he die of the cancer? The most fucking interesting guy in the movie is just now relegated to a backstory, just a thought. I don't know. I wish I could get David Chase in my room and just shake him by the lapels and be like, "Stupid, just accept the fact that you're the greatest TV writer of all time." Because he also did the Rockford Files. He did Northern Exposure. This dude has an amazing fucking track record. Kolchak the Night Stalker he did. This dude has an amazing TV track record. He'll never have a movie career. Just fucking accept who you are. That's who I am too, because I'm like, I'm like watching this, looking at the time, like, oh, we've been doing this for 58 minutes. Of the 58 minutes, 2 minutes will be watched by 100,000 people, and the other 56 minutes will never be looked at by more than 12 people. But that's okay. Maybe that I should accept the fact that I'm just good for short bits of laughter. That I'm not supposed to do an hour. I'm supposed to be the shorts guy, the comedian guy that just does one-liners. I mean, that's
Right.
what I had already kind of thought. That's what I had already been thinking I probably was, and you just confirmed it for me. I shouldn't be mad at I shouldn't be mad at our audience for confirming what I already thought was to be true.
Yeah.
That's my problem with David Chase. He's so mad that The Sopranos were successful. It's like, dickhead, no, it's the greatest thing ever. Be happy and just keep doing it. Do the prequel series, man. Get it. I'm boring, Chris. I'm so boring.
No. It's not you. It's not even what you're talking about. It's I had to work late 2 nights in a row. So it's actually ironically I had to edit 2 nights in a row female comedy. So it's not you. Trust me.
So you're on your cycle now. So now Chris has his menstrual cycle all fucked up because he looked at 2 women for 2 days. You know that's what happens. When you watch female comedy, your cycle links up with the comedian.
Man, yeah. So I was like, it's been a rough like couple of days because like I like female comics, but just editing them to make them funny is always the challenge. And I don't understand their humor per se, but I know how to edit for their voice. So that's what I'm good at. But I don't I'm hearing their jokes and I'm just like, why are people liking this? But they are. They like it.
Female comics love to they love to talk about their appearance and how other people are dressed, and that's basically it.
Yeah.
So Louis C.K. jacked off in front of me, but why was he just wearing jeans and a t-shirt? I mean, you're gonna jack off in front of me, you should get dressed up while you're wearing a pocket tee. That's a little
preview, if you will, of what we did on the behind the paywall.
Dude, we did an hour and 45 minutes before Chris was like, I gotta go to bed. He's gotta stop, man. But hour and 45 minutes on 24 minutes of actual video that we watched. The whole movie is like 86 minutes or something. So you're gonna get at least like 3 fucking episodes. But that's how much fun it is to not have to worry about censorship. Because like, listen, dude, no one's gonna fucking pay money to join the Patreon to complain about the content. No one's paying money to do anything. I mean, people are so lazy that our haters are so lazy they don't even dislike our videos. They just watch our videos and that's it. They don't even comment or just they don't hit dislike. I find that so interesting because I hit dislike on anything I don't like because I don't want it coming up in my algorithm and my recommendations. I thought that everyone did this.
Yeah, I don't think so.
When they show me something that I don't want to see, I go, don't recommend this channel immediately. I'm like, no. No, Tim and Eric, awesome, good show. What the fuck are you doing here? No, do not recommend clips from Tim and Eric, awesome show, good job.
Now you're going to get them, by the way, because you said it. Or I'm going to get them.
I said it properly? Oh, great.
Yeah.
Awesome show, good job. Hey, it looks like a public access show. We're so funny. Fuck you. You're so lame. You took your aesthetic, stole it from random hillbillies from the fucking 80s. Eat my dump, faggot fuck. Why does that mean? I'm not sure who Tim or Eric is, to be honest with you, but I think it's Tim. Why does
Tim Heidecker?
Why does Tim look like Gavin Newsom? Like, why does he dress like him and style his hair like him? What is that? Why do Jews want to look like Zach Morris?
Because he was cool when they were young.
Yeah, they thought they were like Zach Morris in high school. Because I can assure you, you were not like Zach Morris. You were a little Jew boy. You were just like Booger, or whoever the other guy was that I said before, Robert Carradine. You were Robert Carradine in high school, not Christian Slater, okay? You need to get a reality check here and dye your hair back to the ugly brown color it is. Brown-haired, brown-eyed motherfucker. Suck my green-eyed dick. I got blue eyes and my dick has one big green eye.
And on that note, I feel like that's a good place to stop as any.
I mean, I'm gonna drop the mic on that one. I'm gonna drop the headphones on that one.
I hope you have a good weekend. I'll have a good weekend. Good night.